Happy Sunday, Stampers and Paper Crafters. This is Facebook Live number 433. It is Sunday, September 14th, 2025. My name is Joy Borwedge, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Burnsville, Minnesota, and I have been a demonstrator since August of 1999. I am taking a break tonight to show you a card that I have created and getting the inspiration catalog. So I'm going to show you what I saw, and then we'll make the card, and then somebody gets to win it. All right, not tonight, but I mean, we'll get a chance to do that, and I'll explain it to you in just a moment. I'm going to put you down to the table, and if you get motion sickness or anything like that, just look away, and I'll let you know when I'm done messing around with camera. So hold on. So hopefully everybody had a chance to have a nice weekend. I did a lot of designing. We'll talk about that in just a second. There is our transition to the table. And we're going to lock that down. Tighten it a little bit. Okay. And I think we'll bring that towards me. There we go. Put some light on the subject. Maybe go like that and then squish in. Ooh. Not so close. There we go. Are we good? I think we're good. All right. So again, my name is Joy Borwedge. I have an Instagram page at Stampin' for Joy. My YouTube page is Joy A. Borwedge. My online store is stampinforjoy.stampinup.net. penguinz33@outlook.com is my email address. That if you don't have a demonstrator that you're working with, contact me and I'll be happy to send you a catalog if you need one. And my Facebook is Stampin' for Joy as well. So what goes on is I am recording this Facebook Live on my Joy A. Borwedge page, and then I take the picture of tonight's card and I will put it on my Instagram page. Then I will take the Facebook Live and download it to my YouTube. Hi Tina, welcome. And then I will also download it to my Facebook page as well. So you should be able to find me somewhere. All right. So I just needed to turn a light off. Okay, so let me talk to you. I have an event coming up. How you doing, Tina? With fellow demonstrators, and it happens to be Saturday, November 1st, and it is in Highland Park, St. Paul. So come and have some crafty fun. There is quite a bit of retired product for sale at a deep discount. And that's from 5 demonstrators. So you should be able to find some good shopping. As well as, yeah, I know, it went by really quick. So check that out. Registration is open. And that is www.thestampinevent.com. And I can show you. I'm going to do a flyby. This is the card. This is a fun fold, and I'm going to show you that this is one of the cards that you will be able to get to make at that event. And then Heidi and I are going to be doing a virtual event, and that is www.thevirtualstampinevent.com. That registration is open. Hi, Don. And this is one of the cards that you will be making at that virtual event. So just thought I would put that out there. And the registration is open for that one as well. And that is going to be November 15th, which is a Saturday. And what we do is Heidi records 4 videos and I record 4 videos. And then we meet together on the 15th and we play those videos for you. and you guys stamp along, create the projects, because we mail you the package, and inside that package will be 8 packets, and we do 4 video. We do 1 through 4, which is Heidi's videos, and then we do 4 through 8, which is, or 5 through, 1 through 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 through 8. I don't know why that just didn't sound right. And those are my videos, and we can pause them. We can answer any questions. We can rewind if somebody needs to see something again. And if you're not able to either attend the Zoom meeting, or you can only attend for part of it, don't worry. We actually send you links of those videos, so then that way you can come back and recreate at your own pace. So, I know, isn't that pretty? I saw it. It's my first time ever getting a suite like that, and I was a little kind of, not scared, but I was a little bit shy on, like, where do I start? What do I do? Because you're dealing with, like, landscapes, and so I've never had something that builds like that together, and in all my stamping years, and so that kind of scared me. Not really scared, but you know what I mean. All right, so normally what I've been doing lately is I've been looking at past Facebook Lives. Like this one here is number 21, and I go in and I recreate it with new product and build it. You know, I take that idea and I build upon it, and using a different stamp set and doing totally different things. And so I just want to say that I'm not doing that tonight. We need to talk about a few things. Number one is coming up. So like I said in the beginning, if you do not have a demonstrator that you're working with, feel free to contact me. I do have one more catalog that I can send you. And this here is what we call the holiday mini catalog. And a lot of us demonstrators that have been around for a really long time call this the holiday mini, because it's really called the September through December 2025 mini catalog. It's a lot easier to say holiday mini. Okay, so that's where we go with that. So if you don't have one of these, I'm sorry. What I did was, anybody who purchased from me from January 2024 through up until July 2025, I put their names into the list, and so their orders got this new catalog. And I do the same thing with the spring mini catalog. So if you place an order in my online store, your name will come up, and then I will send you that spring mini catalog. Today, we're going to be using, first of all, we're going to be using the Traditions of Christmas. Now, this is a really cool suite, because it has 2 different stamp sets, and it has 2 sets of dies. Now, one, it's all words, and the other one does not have any words. So this is a great suite because they go so well together. And then the Designer Series paper just knocks it out of the park. And this wreath is big. It's like 6 by 6, and it could be used in scrapbooking. Like, how fun is that? So it's like double duty. Then we have the beautiful, those are called, let's see, traditional sparkling sequins, and they don't have much of a presence, so when you put them on your card, it's not going to cost you like extra money to put that through, and that ribbon is to die for. So let me show you what I saw today in this catalog. Now this is the memories kind of part of the catalog, and this one here is called Keeping Traditions. Now it's scrapbooking, but this here is very similar, but it also has its specialty designer series paper and sticker sheets, so you get sticker sheets with that. And they also have gold foil in the designer series paper, so it's very Hi Pauline welcome. But we're also going to be playing with tonight the two-tone cardstock. Now if you don't want to have a lot of two-tone cardstock, you just kind of want to try it out and see if you like it, go into the memory keeping area, and each section, like Sweet, has its own two-tone cardstock bundle. This one gets 2 sheets, or 12 sheets. You get 2 of each: Cherry Cobbler, Real Red, Old Olive, Pool Party, Secret Sea. And you also get White Willow, which is not two-toned, but it's also whiter than basic white. So if you, it's also 12 by 12, so it's really cool. And what I was inspired today by was this layout. Now, I thought that is so cool, stamping those words on the back. And so that helped me design my card. And so I took this idea, and we're not making a scrapbooking page, okay? If you were to make cards out of this, the scrapbooking police are not going to come and get you. Okay, so it's double duty. Okay, you could scrapbook, you can make cards with it. I mean, why separate? If you don't scrapbook, that's okay. I don't scrapbook. I don't have kids. I have cats and a husband. So no scrapbooking. No, 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 no. So that's where I got my inspiration from, was just seeing that. But don't forget that there are online exclusives that also got released, and there are quite a few products in here that are just absolutely wonderful. And I just want to just take a moment to say that this here is called the Gathering Together Sweet Collection. This one is the Modern Christmas Collection. So you see the publications of the catalogs and the mini, and you see the Sweet collections. Well, take a look at the online store, and they have outdone themselves as well there. So Elegant Pine Snowflakes Sweet collection. And then there are several bundles that are online. And then they also, I mean, when you buy a stamp set and a die set or a punch that coordinates with that, and you buy them together, you save 10%. Like this one here is a punch bundle. So if you like punches, sometimes getting that punch can help with other things that you have in your collection, so you can cross use. So back in the page here are kind of some things that are like singles, you know what I mean? So we have the Silent Snowfall, which is a 12 by 12 specialty paper. And then we also have some more fun. There is the All Season Velvet. There are gold shaker stars. I mean, you can use that in your card making. So don't forget to check out the online store. Then there is the scrapbooking, let's see, the Spooky Sweet Specialty Designer Series paper and sticker sheet. Then there's the Lovely Florals Designer Series paper and sticker sheet. So the catalogs can coordinate with the online store. So check those fun things out. Now, one of the things that just got released beginning of September, actually it's technically two things, is the kits. And this one here is a Road to Christmas. It doesn't come with a stamp set. It comes with words, the greetings, which are on stickers. So there's no stamping required. So, I mean, it's only $14. And you get 8 cards and envelopes. Hi, Carolyn. Nice to see you. Then this one here, the Home Handmade and Heartfelt Kit. Now, these are both available now in the online store. But the reason why I'm bringing this one up is because it's coordinating with Card Making Day. And that is October 4th. Now, that's not too far away. So the reason why I'm saying that is because order this now, okay? So the Card Making Day is free. You don't need to buy anything. You do need to register though. But this is what they're yeah. Just have it on mute. That's what I do with the Twins games because they kind of suck. Did I say that? Oops. But anyways, World Card Making Day is going to be using this kit. And now you don't have to purchase it. You can work on your own stuff. But if you want to craft along, this is what you can get. Plus, it comes with this really cool organizer station so that you could put cards in it, you could put your envelopes in it, and even your postage stamps, and then get things like ready so that you can make a card and then actually send it. Like, that's the part I have a hard time with, sending. So World Card Making Day, again, it is a free crafting event, like I said, but you do need to register, and they're going to send you a link, and then also there is going to be a free gift sent to you, and I don't know what that is, but last time they did $5 off the next order. So I mean, like, that's fun. Oh, okay, I got it. Oh, you're going to Sarah's? Hey, tell her I said hi. So this event is from 2 to 3 Mountain Time. So it's actually going to be 3 to 4 Central Time. So just in case if you plan on it, I don't want you to check out the wrong time. Then we have the last chance items. So go and check those out. They're in the online store. Things are disappearing fast. And then one last thing, this is called the Love and Courage stamp set. Every $3 that is purchased from this stamp set, Stampin' Up! Is donating those $3 to breast cancer organizations around the country. So do you know somebody who has gone through breast cancer, who has passed away because of it? This is a great cause, and it has half a sunflower on it. And it says, support, strength, heart, faith, resolve, fight, hope, courage, survivor, believe. I mean, that could go for anything, but it's a great stamp set. Okay, guys, let's show you. I'm not showing you the card. Sorry. I'm just going to show you the stuff that we're going to be playing with. So like I said, we are playing with the Traditions of Christmas. I forgot to show you that. So a better look. We're actually going to use a little bit out of the Christmas Greenery stamp set, and then we're going to use the greetings out of the traditional labels. And actually, we're going to be using a lot of them. All right, then the dies. we're going to be using dies out of this one, no dies out of this one. So like I said, when you purchase that suite, you also save the 10% on both of those bundles. So I love that. Now this is the Designer Series paper that has gold foil on the A side, and then B side, it's for anything. So it doesn't necessarily scream Christmas. So I really love it, and we're going to be playing with this suite and Designer Series paper at the in-person event on the 1st and the virtual event. Now this is what the two-sided two-tone cardstock looks like. So over here on the left is the original color, and then on the right is the lighter shade, which lends itself to different techniques because this has basically color added to both sides of white cardstock. So it has a white core. So you can sand, so you can put it through your embossing folder, sand it or not. Then you can rip it for that torn technique, and then you can crumple it, which it's a lot easier to crinkle the two-sided two-tone cardstock rather than just regular cardstock. So we're going to be doing that technique tonight. And this is the white willow. So I don't think you could really see the difference between this white and the basic white that it's sitting on, but it is a more truer white. Okay, so that is the suite in a nutshell that we are going to be working with tonight. And so we have a piece of basic white, which is 2 5/8 by 4 1/8. And then I have a piece of old olive, which is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. Another piece of basic white, which is 4 by 2. This is actually a scrap piece. A piece of old olive Designer Series paper. It is 1 1/2 by 3 1/2. And then we have, now this is the lighter side of the two-tone cardstock. This is Secret C. And this is 3 by 4. And this is basic white. And it is 8 inches long by 5 1/4 tall. And then I scored it at 4. So this is going to be our card. And then our card base is real red. And it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So these are the dimensions and the colors of the things that we're going to be using. And I forgot to show you the traditional sequins. I mean, they're really shiny. And I love the fact that Stampin' Up! Gave us the 3 colors. Because when you do 3 big ones, or 2 big ones and 1 little one, you're going to have a lot of little ones left and no big ones. So I like it when Stampin' Up! Gives us the 3 sizes. Because when you do odd numbers, it messes with the odd. And that drives me nuts. Oh, yeah. And then we have that really beautiful red ribbon that we're going to be working with tonight. Okay. So let's take off the measurements. Throw them in the trash. Okay. Don't have fingernails. I'm like, can't. Post-it note problems, issues. Okay. I know I haven't been drinking. Yes, I have. I have raspberry lemonade. No, wait, no, blackberry lemonade. That's what I got. It's like 85 degrees and it's 6:35. I mean, it's September. Isn't it supposed to be a little bit cooler? Okay, so let's get some stamping stuff done. No, never mind. I changed my mind. We're going to do the only one thing that uses the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine first. And that will be what we need to do. I did put fingernail polish on because my nails have split off, and but I just can't do things. I don't know why. All right. So one thing that we're going to be cutting up is this, and so we're going to take this die and put that on there and put that through, and then cut that. All right. I always move it over to the right because I'm right-handed. Okay. Isn't this cool? I love that Stampin' Up! You can take like ribbon and put it through. This here, there's a split. So I have yet to see things done with that to see if, you know, what people do with it. But this is the second time well, technically it's the third, because like I said, I've been designing cards all weekend. And so I got branching out. I got 2 cards to do. I got 3 cards for the in-person event, and I got 4 cards for the virtual event. So I have 1 card for each of those events, and branching out is the one that I have to do left. And then I got to figure out my stamp camp, because I want to do a stamp camp like in the beginning of October. So that gets new stuff. I mean, I have 4 more designs to design with that, or technically 5, I think. Okay, so we're going to grab the Stampin' Pearson mat, and now we're going to stamp stuff. Okay, so we're going to use Secret C. I love the fact that Secret C is a beautiful blue color, but it's not black. And let's see here. We have, let's see, we're going to use that one, and that one, and that. I have all my stamps in my bin, but I want to organize them so then I don't grab the wrong one by accident, because, you know, that never happens. All right, so we're going to do Sending Love and Joy, and this is already perfect for this particular swoopiness of, whoa, ow, on my glass mat. Sorry if that was loud to you. That was loud to me. Okay, so there we go. That is our greeting. And now we're going to do tone on tone. And, all right, so this goes inside. All right, so me. Okay, so we're going to do Sending Love and Joy, and then let's see here, Merry and Bright, and then 'Tis the Season, okay, and then why do I have this one out? I do not know why. This one's on a block for a previous card, I guess. All right, so we're going to go back to Love and Joy, sending love and joy. And then Merry and Bright. And then 'Tis the Season. All right, and then Sending. Now, I might change my mind and go with Because of. I think we'll do that. There we go. And then we'll do the Sending. All right, so I got a little bit on my block. We're going to do that. Nobody's going to see that anyways. It's going to get covered up. All right, and then might as well do that right there. And then we'll do this one right there. Okay, that's good. And then, so we're going to stamp off. There we go. And then oh, darn it. I'm not supposed to do this one. Okay, that's the inside of the card. Darn it, the idea. Well, seeing as how I got this one in my hand, there we go. So we're going to do that. Live stamping, people. Live stamping. Okay. Now you could do this with any word set that has a lot of words. I've done something similar with the More Messages stamp set. That's one big stamp, but I cut them apart. I am so surprised that I did not mess up with the getting the part color on there and not the, stamping off, because I think, yeah, let's do there we go. Stamping off, and we'll do the sending. Okay, so there we go with that. So that's the inside of the card. Now that turned out really nice, so we can close this up for now, because otherwise I could really drop something in that, and that would really tick me off. Okay, grab the stamp and seal. Now, have you guys started your Christmas cards yet? I know Tina's done. Make sure that's going the right way. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. We're just putting it on the base right now. But there's a way to mess it up. I will do it. Okay. So that's good. And here is our two-tone cardstock. And like I said, I did the lighter one first, or lighter side up, because I wanted the the words to show up better. I think my original, the card that I make when I design it, I wanted that to show up. Dawn, you're all done too? Oh my gosh. I haven't even started thinking of what I'm going to do. I've been so worried about, not worried, but I've been so trying to design my cards for the event that, yeah, Tina said that last week, and so I'm like, how many did you make? Did she make, I think she said 60. Family competition. Are you guys family, technically? I mean, like, I didn't know. All right. Family competition. That's funny. Okay. Are you guys like sisters? Or married? Like sisters-in-law? She's my niece. Okay. Cool. All right. That is so fun that you get to do this crafting thing together. Wow. 50. Okay, so now see how that torn? That's okay. It's supposed to be very worn looking, okay? So now we're going to take that away. You know what? Never mind. Might as well finish up the rest of our stamping. I accidentally, like I said, stamped that because that's not supposed to be there. So hopefully it turns out that I don't have to flip over because I made a boo-boo in the first place. All right. First of all, I'm going to move this for now. I'm going to grab my Simply Chamois. Now, this is what the real one looks like, okay? Except for it's a lot bigger. I cut mine into 4s. So I have heard, I watch other demonstrators too, and I've heard them say, well, I got a new chamois. And I was thinking to myself, how do you know when you need a new chamois? Well, when it starts to leave little spongy bits on your photopolymer. That is when you change your chamois. So that is an answer, just in case you need to know that. So I would, wipe my chamois like this, and then I would see like little tiny black specks, and it was from the chamois. So hence a new one. And then when I get done with today, what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll squeeze, rinse it under very warm water. Not hot. Well, it could be the hottest my hands will stand. The warmer the water, the more the ink comes out. So that's what I've noticed. And so I'll go and I'll squeeze until it stops running color. And then I'll have it sit in this case. Now, I also have other cases, so then that way I use those at my events, my stamping, my stamp camps, and things like that. Okay, so we have Real Red and Old Olive. And this is a newer pad. So what I like to do is this is where you open up. So what you're supposed to do is just push up like a compact, okay? For me, I like to open it backwards. I like to put my fingers here, push down, and lift up at the same time. So then I push in. So I don't get my fingers all inky as much as you could, I guess. All right, so I actually am going to have both of these open. Okay. See, I had friends that had kids, And Mike and I are the only ones that out of the group did not have kids. And so the girls went away for a weekend, like to, gosh darn it, to a hotel, and they came back, and one of my friends said, "Hey, look at this card that I made." And I'm like, "Hey, cool." And she goes, "Well, I'm going to have a party. We used rubber stamps. Do you want to come?" And I'm like, "Sure." Because my sister, she's an artist. I am not. All right, so I'm going to take that, and I'm going to grab the Simply Chamois, and I'm going to clean that off because red tends to color the red rubber. The photopolymer. But anyways, I said, yeah, I'd love to come. And then I got some ink on the glass mat. So this is the chamois that comes with the glass mat. And I cut mine, again, wow, in 4s. So that's how I clean my mat of all my sticky messes. All right. So anyways, I went to that party, and I'm like, wow, look at that. And then I'm like, she created that card. And then I was like a deer in headlights. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then they said, well, if you host a party, you get a free catalog. And I'm like, well, I want to host a party. I want a catalog. And that was back when Stampin' Up! Was not exclusive. That means that they did not have their own artists creating their own stamps. So that was in 1997. And so that was back when everything was like country and what's patchwork, and yeah, we had the Marvelous markers, if anybody remembers those. All right, so here's Mary, and that is real red. And then we're going to do Christmas in Secret Sea. Just tap, tap, tap. That is how I got started. All right, so we're going to put that down like that. Okay, so now there's a little bit of space for you to write. I mean, if you want to write a book, go ahead. I am not the book type letter writer. I make the card. Merry Christmas, love, Joy, and Mike. All right, so I think we are done stamping. Okay, so we're going to put this on. Okay, we're going to return that back to my shelf, grab my silicone mat. Now, I think that a silicone mat should be in every stamper's crafting area, because anytime you go over and you have glue issues or seal issues, then that helps you keep your surface pretty. Okay, so that's the inside of the card. And so now we're going to attach that to the inside of the card. Okay. And then let's attach this. Woohoo. Driving crazy here. This is kind of like the faux leather technique, I think, maybe, but I'm not really sure. So remember, all those words are on there. And we're going to put that kind of like this. Just want to see if I'm pretty close to, I think I want to add a little bit more down this way. Okay. Is anybody else going to watch the Vikings game? All right, we're almost done actually. Okay, so then now we're going to take this and move that up there. And we're going to take this and put this on my glass mat. And I'm going to find my center. Now, everybody does this where they cut up the center and then they go from that point to that point. I am so bad at doing that, I can't. I need to work myself where the center is, because I am way too anal to have one side bigger than the other. And so I gotta, that hole that I dug there, I should say, I can take the corner and cut to that point and then flip this over and do that. All right. I am much more centered than I would have if I would have said, I'm just going to snip right there, and then this piece would be totally off, and then this piece, and then I would have to try to sit there and cut it, and then it would be a mess, and then I would have to get a new piece of paper. You just turn the TV on. Okay. Well, I am much more of a Twins fan than I am a Viking fan, but I might be willing to change the way they are playing. Okay. The only thing is that it's like, I've had people say to me, well, just turn the game off. Well, the game is on. I have to have it on. Now, who says it's actually, most of the time lately, it's been on mute. So I will watch a stamping video. I will look up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do not rip that. Stamp and seal. Really sticky. Okay. Not what I wanted to do. Where's that ribbon? There we go. All right. So, red ribbon. This is called shiny red ribbon. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start this. And I'm not really that good at doing this, so I might have to sit there and play around with it a little bit, but we can try. I have made an effort to try to use more ribbon in my works than I have in the past, because I like it, I own it, but I don't use it as much as I should. I mean, I make bows. I used to be a floral designer. I know how to do that. All right. I think we're good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Well, I'll move that over just a little bit. How's that look? That looks pretty even, right? Okay, so then we'll lop that off. There we go. And then lop that off at a nice, a little bit more at an angle. There we go. Much better. Okay, so get those little wispies out of my table. Okay. All right, so that ribbon is done. And so now we're going to put dimensionals on the back. Like I said, this is an easy card. It's different. And like I said, I saw that piece in the catalog, and I just want to say, take a look through the catalog, another look, and look and see, and kind of basically tear things apart with your eyes and say, okay, I wonder how they created that, or I wonder how they did that. And I don't want to cover up that wrecked piece. I kind of want to leave that there. I like that. It's kind of shabby chic. All right. Now, seeing as how we're almost done with the silicone mat, we're going to take these wonderful sparkling gems and grab my Take Your Pick tool, and we're going to do the Old Olive. I'm going to put that. I always like to do it in the corner. And the reason why I do that is because it gives weight down here where it's not the focal point. And this is the whole card. So I want something fun down in the corner. Do you hear what I'm saying? All right, and then we're going to put that one there. That's the medium one. And then the little guy is going to go right, whoops, right in the corner. So we created a triangle, and we have a variety of sparkly items on here. So this ribbon is sparkly, and the sequins are sparkly, and then now we have to add the Wink of Stella. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get what I call the chubby parts of the greeting. Oops. There's a little, this is a newer Wink of Stella, so I'm just going to kind of help prevent that from spreading. Oh, it did. I'm just going to have to go back and fix this. All right. It smeared my greeting. All right. And then there's the L. You know, we could do. Just do the whole thing. Oh, I kind of like that. That kind of looks fun. Okay. We are sparkling it up. Can you guys see that? See, this is what happens when you have Wink of Stella. Okay, so I guess we're just going to leave that because I like that. Now, we're not going to do that on the inside. We're just going to leave that. But we're going to go and clean that off, and we're going to hit the red berries. And clean that off. And then we're going to do the greenery. All right, so what do you guys think of that card? Okay, so I kind of like that. It kind of gives it a shadowing effect. Okay, I might have to do that to my original card. Okay, so do me a favor and do a like or a heart. That will get your name entered into the drawing to win this card. Leave a comment. that will just leave, I mean, if you're new to my channel, just say hi, and that will get your name entered to win this card. Then, if you share this on your timeline, that will get you 2 entries. So you get a chance to win this card 4 different ways. So what do you think about stamping on the 2-tone cardstock and then crinkling it up? What do you think? Do you like that technique? And there's the inside. So see how I brought the outside of the card to the inside. All right, guys, I want to say thank you very much, Dawn. So again, this is the piece that I saw in the mini catalog with the words in the background. And so that made me want to create a card that kind of had the same thing. And I took my own idea, and I took that idea and I made it my own. And so that is how you do that here. So thank you very much for hanging out with me on a Sunday evening. Go Vikes! And I hope to be back on Thursday. Have a great night and happy stamping!